Hey everybody, Josh the Alien You Call God here, back again for another short stream about the best music of 2025. Today we're going to be talking about just the top 5 noise and sludge rock EPs of 2025. There wasn't a ton of stuff to tap into. I could have easily done a solid 10, but considering there was only about 20 selections, and even then most of them are quite long and probably qualify as full-length albums anyways, I'm just going to tap into a few as like a kind of addendum to the full-length album stream that I already did there. But yeah, we'll get right into it. We're gonna start off with the band Plaque Marks, PLQMRX exclamation point, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They have a new album out called Come Get Some, and kind of like that, a little bit McCluskey, with like that spoken word angle kind of style going on. 5 tracks, but even then it's like over a 25-minute album, right? So mostly because like noise rock albums are generally speaking quite long. Some of these probably would have qualified as a full-length album anyways, but this is probably one of the shorter albums on this list at that. But yeah, I'm going to play you the song Laugh to Death. Yeah, kind of ridiculous album slash song. It would be perfect for Terrifier. I feel like they need to get some plaque marks in on that Terrifier soundtrack there, because that would perfectly fit in with the insanity of that film, those films, and the insanity of this album. But yeah, some dirty sax, obviously the fucking funky clown horn going on. Like kind of like a darker McCluskey tone. I feel like McCluskey also had a clown on their album cover, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, yeah, great album from these guys. Plaque marks, come get some. Out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 5 on the very short list of top 5 noise rock and sludge EPs of 2025. For number 4, we're going to where are they from again? Rostrenin, France. For this band's final album, as far as I understand. This is the Stonebirds. They're a sludge band. They've been around for about 15 years. And kind of got like the vocalist kind of reminds me like so it's kind of like a little bit of Sludge and a little bit of like Tool mixed in, Tool meets Sludge. But yeah, this their new release is called Perpetual Wasteland, and it's 6 tracks, but it's almost 40 minutes long. So this is almost like most certainly would qualify as a full length record in by any standards. But like I said, if it's in the noise rock category, if it's under 7 tracks, I just throw it in here. So I'm gonna just play you the opening track, "Circles," off the album. Yeah, just such a good fucking album. Like I said, Sludge with a little bit of Tool influence in there. Stonebirds, Perpetual Wasteland from Rostrenin, France. Sorry to see him go, I'm not going to lie, because they are a great fucking band. But yeah, if you haven't checked them out, definitely go check out their back catalog. They've been around for 15 years. I guess they called it quits. I'm not too sure too much about that. I just seen some people talking about it on Bandcamp there. So, but yeah, great fucking sludge band if that's your vibe. Yeah, number 4 on our list of the top 5 noise and sludge EPs of 2025. For number 3, we are going to what is mainly a post rock album with a noise rock vibe to it. So I generally don't include these. I generally put all of these albums that are like purely instrumental all in the post rock category. But this album has got everything that I love about noise rock in it. So I figured I'd put it here just to kind of give it a feature. It's a shorter video, maybe more people will check it out. But anyways, this is the band Cisne. Cisne. I'm not in. Or sorry, Cisnieni, which is it's a Polish band from Krakow, Poland. So I guess it's Cisnieni. Um, yeah, it's a fucking awesome album cover. Yeah, for sure, 100%. And so yeah, this album is purely instrumental, but like I said, it's got dirty sax. Kind of gives me like that, it's not as math rocky, but like otherwise, kind of gives me that like kind of bad MIDI vibe or something like that. But I'm just gonna like the tracks are also incredibly long. Yeah, this is the noise rock is a style of music, kind of like. Hey man, go listen. If I'm talking to Kivyuko here on the chat, but dude, if you haven't listened to the Russian band, oh shit, what are they called now? Hold on, let me bring it up 1 second. Noise best. Wait, where the fuck is this shit? Oh yeah, BYO Noise Generator. For sure, 100%. Yeah, go listen to BYO Noise Generator, dude. They are jazz grind, like noisy jazz grind. So if you wanna hear complete insanity, if you were just passing by and you weren't acclimated to the music, you would 100% just they'd be like, this is just noise. But if you really sit there and listen to it attentively, it's probably the album of the year. For me, it's the album of the year. BYO Noise Generator. Yeah, for sure. Not all noise rock has screams. That was the band I just played wasn't really a noise rock band. It was a sludge band. So that's like sludge metal. But sludge has a lot of shared characteristics with noise rock. So I kind of put them together for sure. So I put like stuff that's like when I do metalcore, I throw in like power violence, grind, all that stuff, mathcore. I throw all that stuff together. Hardcore, I do like melodic hardcore. Post-hardcore, I do like screamo. I feel like post-hardcore is probably one of the most diverse genres because you get like post-punks, post-hardcore. Yeah, exactly. Vaporwave. Guess where I put past or rocking still. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Guess where I put past or rocking still. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But yeah, vaporwave, of course. Yeah, all that shit. Like so, like after a while, I stopped breaking it down. I kind of try to keep it in like, at least some sort of overarching category for the sake of compiling these lists. Otherwise, I'd be doing like 100 lists, and I like showcasing the diversity in the over. Not yeah, not a hair. Yeah, I got it tied back. in the overarching, like I try to show the diversity in the overarching categories just so people kind of branch out a little bit, especially if you're you know categorized into I thought you were an asshole but you have a bun. Hey, I can be an asshole, I can be nice, I don't know. I feel like any depends on the day, right? um but yeah, this band is called Cisnieni. They are from Krakow, Poland. Like I said, there's only 4 tracks on this album, but it's almost an hour long, so these are very, very long tracks. um I want to play you the first track, which is called My Childhood Was a Period of Waiting for the Moment When I Could Send Everyone and Everything Connected with It to Hell. But that track is 18 minutes long, so I'm just going to play you the shortest track on the album, which is almost 8 minutes long. And this is called Guillotina, which I assume means guillotine, maybe, but I don't know. I don't speak Polish. Yeah, it kind of builds you up and you think it's gonna break you down, but it just kind of brings you back down slowly. But yeah, noisy, jazz influenced, post rock there, from Cisnieni. The album is called Angry Voices, by the way, in square brackets. I forgot to mention that prior. They are from Krakow, Poland, and I fucking love this album. This has everything that I love about noise going on with it. That dirty sax, fucking, you know, kind of just like wild, chaotic nature. But yeah, great album, and I feel like this is the other songs are a little bit more crazy, a little less structured. This one kind of was quite repetitive and stuff like that. But like I said, the other ones are all upwards of 12 to 20 minutes long. So you can go download it on their Bandcamp page for free if you'd like, or pay what you can. But yeah, Cisnieni with an accent over the S. Angry Voices there at number 3 on our list of the top 5 noise and sludge rock albums of 2025. For number 3, I don't even know if this one's really technically a noise album, but it's basically like noise leaning punk, I guess you would say. And it is the band Nexo. They have a new record out called, or EP out called Mindful in Action, and they are from Copenhagen, Denmark. That you can also go to their Bandcamp and download this for free or pay what you can there. And I'm gonna play you the song Concentration. Yeah, killer fucking band. Nexo Mindful in Action out of Copenhagen, Denmark. Mixes punk, hardcore, post punk, some killer fucking bass lines in there. The kind of spoken word, mixed with hardcore kind of screaming is what kind of gives it its, and not to mention the combination of influences there kind of gives it its noise rock vibe there. Certainly has noise rock moments going on in there, but yeah, killer fucking album. I don't know where the fuck you want to put it, but I'm putting it in here. Number 2 on our list of the top 5 noise rock and sludge releases of 2025, or EP releases of 2025. Anyways, this is the only true EP on this list, to be perfectly frank. All the other ones probably qualify as full-length albums. If you didn't catch my previous stream, go to my YouTube at The Arbiter of Cool or Instagram at The Arbiter of Cool to check out my list and or video for the top 25 noise and sludge full-length albums from last year, because there was a ton of great shit in the noise and sludge realm. A lot of great releases, and really happy with the list I compiled over there. So yeah, go to The Arbiter of Cool at YouTube to check out the VODs after the fact, because I think that was the only one stream that I did on Twitch that did not get copyright muted, at least a portion of it. So nobody gives a shit about noise rock in the copyright world, which is another reason to love it. But yeah, for number 1, we are going to Canada to get some. I'm Canadian myself, so to get some Canadian representation here with the killer fucking band from Winnipeg. I mean, Winnipeg has one of the best, probably the best music scene in Canada. I mean, you got Toronto, Montreal, obviously, but Winnipeg's up there. You got Propagandy. I can't even think, but yeah, this is the band Tunic. You got John K. Samson, fucking probably the best songwriter in Canada that's still living. So anyways, yeah, this is Tunic. Their last few releases have all been incredible. The new album is called A Harmony of Loss That Has Been Sung. But if you're not familiar with them, definitely go check out Wrong Dream and their earlier shit, Quitter, Exhaling, Rituals. They have been putting out banger releases, but Wrong Dream in particular from a couple of years ago, 2023 to be specific, was an absolute banger. This album is also absolutely fucking killer, and I'm gonna play you the second track on the album, Ordinary Unique Pain.
Just me and this body, you told me. Ordinary, unique pain. A loss I wish on nobody, but want you all.
Yeah, absolutely love this band. They played Prepare the Ground, which is a like noise rock black metal festival from Toronto, and I had tickets to go see it, and like I basically got them to go see Tunic, but then had to work on the day that Tunic played, so I missed them. So they are on my list of bands to go see, but I fucking love this band. Got a little bit of sludge influence in there. Um, Post hardcore, post rock, and that kind of spoken word, poetic aspect to it, just like, it gives it that vibe that, you know, only a few bands like them have. I really enjoy, like I said, if you haven't listened to Wrong Dream, definitely go listen to Wrong Dream. But yeah, this release only six tracks long, but it's still about a 40-45 minute record. So, effectively still a full length record. Could have had it on the full length list, but like I said, everything 6 tracks or less I just put in this section here, so I could kind of, feature stuff that didn't have like, as many tracks or be as long, because some of the other albums were like well over an hour long. But yeah, killer fucking album, Tunics, A Harmony of Loss That Has Been Sung, out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. This is just a short list today, like I was saying. Only the top 5 Noise and Sludge EPs. There's a bunch more stuff that I could have featured, and if you are a fan of this music, definitely check out Prepare the Ground Music Festival in Toronto. It's in late May this year. And I honestly think that this is maybe the best year. Like this year's lineup is one of the best that I've seen at Prepare the Ground. Yeah, and what's the? I can't even think of the other Canadian noise rock band's name, which is also from Winnipeg, and I saw them in France. And now it's fucking eluding me. But yeah, all the best noise rock bands in Canada come from Winnipeg. Tunic being probably the best one, in my personal opinion. But yeah, another killer release from these guys, and I'm gonna close it out with the song "The Sharp." That song was called "Ordinary Unique Pain." I'm also gonna play you "The Sharpening of a Blade." We'll come back and recap the short list, and then I might be back later today. I'm re-recording my metalcore list because I found a folder with a bunch more stuff that I'd like to feature. So I kind of reorganized that list, and am going to re-record that and put it back up on YouTube there. But for the time being, we'll round this out with The Sharpening of a Blade. The third track on Tunic's new album, Harmony of Loss Has Been Sung. Number 1 on our list of the top 5 Noise and Sludge EPs of 2025. We'll be back to recap the list after this.
I truly feel the burden of it all. He's disappointing me, I'll disappoint you. The echo continues, unyielding yearning. Was it your turn to arrive? When a door appears, so does the crown of thorns placed on our heads. Blood mixes with tears, a spirit with no face, no whispered words. chiseled out at the forefront of our mind. A harmony of loss has been sung. Did our path really cross? Releasing path grip. Your clothes wait below the stairs.
Yeah, such a good record, dude. I love this album. Tunic, a harmony of loss has been sung. Number one on our list of the top five noise and sludge EPs. That's kind of the best of both worlds in this one album alone here. But yeah, we'll go back and recap the list. Start off at number five, we had Plaque Marks, Come Get Some. Kind of that clown themed McCluskey style noise out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. At number four, we had Stonebirds, Perpetual Wasteland from Rostrenin, France. Seems that band is calling it quits. An amazing sludge record, kind of like if you like Tool, but if you wanted Tool to be a little bit more sludgy, that's the album for you. Number three, we had Cisnieni, square bracket, Angry Voices, square bracket. That kind of chaotic, noisy, jazzy post rock with some dirty sax in there. Love that album. Great killer album out of Krakatoa, Poland. Number two, we had Nexo's Mindful in Action, kind of punk, hardcore, post-punk, noise rock, kind of blends all of those worlds together. Really fucking awesome album, and probably the only true EP on this list today. They are out of Copenhagen, Denmark, of course. And at number one, Tunic's A Harmony of Loss has been sung, out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, that we were just listening to there. A short list today, kind of like to add on to the full albums list that I put up a few days ago. Go to The Arbiter of Cool at on YouTube and check out my VODs there for all the different subgenres of music in the punk periphery from the past year. I only probably will do one more stream. I've been working on the alt rock list, which is kind of the only one that I do that's outside of the punk periphery. Even some of those bands are leaning into that realm a little bit. That's probably the last one that I'll do for February, and then I'll start working. I've already collected a list of almost like 50 or 60 albums from that have been released in January or February that I need to get started on listening to, for the next year. But if you did tune in to the stream today, I appreciate you coming in to, what was it? Kivyoko. Appreciate you coming in, dude. Anybody else that tuned in to any of the other streams or checked out the VODs on YouTube, I appreciate you watching. Yeah, and like I said, I'll put up. I might not even stream it because I feel like the alt rock category will just get copyright muted like super easily. So I might just put that up on YouTube. But I do appreciate you watching. Hope you found some new music from this past year, and I'll catch you at the beginning of 2027 with some new music from 2026. But for the time being, I hope you enjoyed this noise rock list and Sludge, and do really appreciate you guys checking out the channel and videos. The Alien You Call God on Twitch, of course. The Arbiter of Cool on YouTube and Instagram. I will catch you on the next one.